Good morning, Miss. We will wait for 2 minutes
Good
and then we'll start, okay?
Good.
Okay. Miss, I will allow you to unmute yourselves, but please, if it's noisy next to you, do not unmute. Okay, guys, yesterday the session was postponed. So today in the afternoon, I will send you a link of video to watch it. So I will substitute the lecture or the session which was postponed yesterday by a video. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Let us start directly because the lecture is a little bit big and we need to finish. So this week our lecture is divided into two parts. The first part is writing and the second part is grammar. So today we are going to start with the first part, which is writing. I hope we can finish all of this part today. Still many of you didn't join. I will send on the class group so that they join the class.
Good morning, Miss.
Good morning. Okay, let's start. So if you remember in semester 1, we started with essay writing and we explained the parts of an essay. We said that the essay is made up of 4 paragraphs. The essay that we are going to write, of course, there are bigger essays, but the essay that we are going to write is made up of 4 paragraphs and it is divided into an introduction, 2 body paragraphs and a conclusion. Remember, and we said that in this period of time we are going to develop expository essay. At the beginning of the year we started with the cause effect essay. Now we are going to start with a new type of essays, which is the advantages and disadvantages. Who can tell me what do we mean by advantages and disadvantages? By raising your hands, please. Yes, Razan.
The advantages are the good things and the disadvantages are the bad things.
Very good. So the advantages is the good impact of something, the good effect of something. And the disadvantages is the bad impact or the bad effect of something. Okay, so this is the difference between advantages and disadvantages. Now, what do we write in advantages and disadvantages essay? Let's say that I asked you to write an essay about the advantages and disadvantages of tablets on, let's say, on children. Okay? So you have here to write an essay in which you explain the good impact, the positive impact, and the negative impact. Yes, Lynn and Zahra. Why are you raising your hands?
To answer and I forgot to lower my hand.
What?
I wanted to answer, but Razan
Okay,
did
when
ask
I ask anyone to answer, please lower your hands again. So then you have to write an essay in which you talk or explain the good impact and the bad impact of tablets on children. Okay, so this is what do I mean by advantages and disadvantages. This is what do I mean by negative, positive, by dark, bright, by pros and cons. All of these are words used to describe or to talk about advantages and disadvantages. Got it till now? Did you understand what do you mean by advantages and disadvantages?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's now move to the organization of this essay. The organization of the advantages and disadvantages essay is same as the organization of any kind of expository essay, right? When we talked about cause effect or problem solution or any kind of expository essays, they have the same organization. Introduction, body 1, body 2, and conclusion. Okay, so they have the same organization. What is the most important thing we write in an introduction? The thesis statement, in which we explain what is the essay about or what we are going to talk about in the body paragraphs. In body 1, for example, we talk about the advantages. In body 2, we talk about the disadvantages, and in the conclusion, we restate the thesis. Let me just tell you something, and this is very important. Sometimes your teacher might ask you to write about the advantages of tablets on children. I'm giving you an example, tablets on children, okay? Only about the advantages. In this case, how do you organize your essay? Who can tell me? Yes, other than Razan.
Miss, what is the question?
If the teacher asked you to write an essay about the advantages of tablets on children, only about the advantages, how do you organize the essay? Do you write introduction, body 1, body 2, conclusion? Yes, Razan.
Miss, you write one advantage in body A and
Yes.
another advantage in body B.
Excellent, excellent, Razan, excellent. So if the teacher is asked you to write only about advantages, then you divide the advantages into 2 paragraphs. If you are asked to write only about disadvantages, you write 1 advantage or 2 advantages in paragraph 1 and 2 advantages in body 2. Okay? Any question till now? Till now, all I want you to know is that advantages and disadvantages essay is an essay that explains the positive and negative impact of something. This is what I want you to know till now. Any questions?
No.
Let's now move to the most important part of the lecture today, which is the outline. Let me tell you something about an outline. Imagine, guys, that you have a 15 days vacation and you are going to set a plan in which you are going to write the activities that you're going to do, the places that you are going to visit, everything about this vacation. You are putting a plan, you are setting a plan. An outline is the same idea. It's a plan. Okay? An outline is a plan. It arranges your ideas. It arranges what you want to write in your essay. It organizes your ideas in an essay. And at the same time, it's a summary of what you will write. What do I mean by that? I mean that everything you write in an outline is what you are going to develop in the essay. Everything. The thesis statement, the main ideas, the supporting details, the concluding sentence, everything written in an outline is also written in the essay. Of course, more developed, but it's also written in the essay. Okay? So why do we ask you to write an outline? We ask you to write an outline because it's a plan. Yani, same as writing the essay on a draft paper before developing it on your paper, on your exam sheet, the outline makes it easier for you, and you won't need a draft paper in order to develop your essay, because everything important about your essay is
Yes.
the outline. Yes. Yes.
Mr. Sauting, your voice is lagging.
Okay. Done. Let's now move to the template of an outline. Please, here, I'm going to explain in details, so please, please, please pay attention. Pay attention. First of all, when we are going to write an outline, the first thing we have to think about is the title of the essay. You have to think about a suitable title to your essay, of course, based on the prompt that you have. So the first thing you write is to write the title on top of the page. Okay? You write your title on top of the page. The second thing, and I will keep on the prompt of advantages and disadvantages of tablets on children, just to give an example. Then you move to the introduction. When you want to write the introduction, you use number 1 in Roman. This is number 1 in Roman, like the letter I. Akid you have seen this before. Number 1 in Roman, introduction. What do we write in the introduction? Do we write a paragraph? No, we just write the thesis statement, which is the most important sentence in the whole essay. My essay is about the advantages and disadvantages of tablets on children. So in the thesis, I have to state and mention that my essay is going to be about the advantages and disadvantages of the tablets on children. For example, tablets can have a dark and a bright side in affecting children. This might be a very good thesis in which you explained that you are going to talk about the bright side, which is the positive impact, which is the advantage, and the dark side, which is the negative impact, which is the disadvantage. Yani try to use different words other than advantages and disadvantages. So in the thesis, you write number 1 in Roman numbers, introduction, colon, يعني نقطتين فوق بعض, colon, and then you write the thesis statement. Clear till now?
Yes.
Yes.
Now we move to body 2, to the body paragraphs. In the body paragraphs, you also write number 2 in Roman. I'm writing them this way because this is the way you are going to write them. This is the way the computer writes them. Number 2 in Roman. This is the body paragraphs, right? How many body paragraphs are we supposed to write? 2 body paragraphs.
2.
Okay, great. And I'm going to name these body paragraphs. I'm going to give them names. The first body paragraph, I will call it A. Okay? It's A. And the second body paragraph is called B. Tamam? I called the body paragraph A and B. I want to name them A and B. In A, what are we going to talk about?
The supporting details. Advantages.
Thank you, advantages. So in paragraph A, we are going to talk about the advantages of tablets on children. So what is the main idea of paragraph A?
Tablets, the advantages of tablets.
The advantages of tablets, excellent. So in paragraph A, هون, its family name. يعني its name is A. What is its family name? Advantages of tablets on children. اتفقنا? Is it clear till now?
Yes.
Advantages of tablet on children. What are some advantages of tablets on children? We are not going to discuss them now. Where do you write them? In the supporting details. Tablets, for example, learn children new languages or learn children new things. This is one advantage. Where do you write the advantages? In the supporting details. The main idea of paragraph 1 or paragraph A, you write it here next to A. Advantages of tablets on children. Numbers 1 and 2 هن خلينا نقول his children لparagraph A, ولاده لparagraph A. Okay? So we write the supporting details. So we write the advantages. Now we move to paragraph B. In paragraph B, what are we going to talk about?
The disadvantages of tablets on children.
Very good. At disadvantages of tablets on children. Right. So where do we write it here? Next to the main idea. Okay? What do we write in the supporting details here?
The disadvantages.
The disadvantages. Excellent. Any questions?
No.
Are you able to write an outline till now? Up to
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we move to the last paragraph in an essay, which is the conclusion. And how do we write it? Number 3 in Roman numbers. Okay? Number 3 in Roman numbers. Conclusion.
Miss,
Yes.
Miss, I don't understand this.
Okay, Hassan, I will repeat. Now we move to the conclusion. In the conclusion, أكيد you are going to write a paragraph, a concluding paragraph, but there is something called a concluding sentence. Okay?
Miss, no, the outline.
I know, Hassan. When I finish this idea, I will repeat.
Okay.
In the conclusion, you have to restate the thesis. What do we mean by restating the thesis? It means we have to write the thesis, but using different words. For example, we said in the introduction, tablets have a bright and a dark side on children, or a dark side and a bright side. In the conclusion, you have to state the same idea, yeah, the same sentence, but using different words, as if you are paraphrasing. So if I said in the thesis, tablets have a dark impact and a bright impact on children. So what do we mean by that? We mean that tablets have advantages and disadvantages. So we have to restate this in the conclusion. How do I restate it? I can say tablets have a good impact on children if they are used in a correct way, and they have a negative impact if they are used in a destructive way. Tamam? So this way, I restated the thesis, but using different words. Okay, miss? Clear till now?
Yes.
Hassan,
Yes.
I will repeat briefly. Hassan, the outline is a plan, miss. It's a plan, يعني. It's something that arranges your ideas. This outline should be written before you write your essay. يعني before writing your essay, you should write this outline. هلا Hassan, we have a model outline. Okay, Hassan, a model outline in the next slide. So if you want, let's wait till the model outline to see how things are written. It would be clear for you more than just empty out an empty outline. Okay. Let me show
Okay.
you. Let me show you the model outline that we have, and we'll discuss it, of course, together. Let's see. Let's now move to the prompt. The prompt is, of course, we are talking about the theme, famous scientists and scientific discoveries, the theme that you already have. Computers are not good or bad, they are powerful. In a well-organized expository essay of 150 to 200 words, explain one positive and one negative effect of the computer on education. Write an outline before you develop your essay. So we have to talk about Miss, please, if there is one of your siblings studying next to you, please mute yourselves because we can hear everything.
Okay, Miss.
So we have to write an essay about the advantages and disadvantages of computers on education. One positive and one negative effect, and one advantage and one disadvantage. Let's see the outline. Hassan, concentrate here. The outline here is a model outline. This is the outline that you should write in any essay. First of all, what did I start with? What did I write on top of the page?
The title.
The title. Very good, the title. So I wrote the title. I chose computer technology a blessing or a curse. Okay, it means, are computers a blessing? What do you mean by a blessing? Something good.
A good thing.
Or are computers a curse or a disaster or something that has a bad effect or a negative effect? Okay, so computer technology, a blessing or a curse. This is the title. I started with the title. Now I move to the introduction. Number 1 in Roman, introduction. Okay, clear till now?
Yes.
I write the thesis statement in the introduction. Concerning the educational field, computer technology has been beneficial to education in several ways, although it affected it negatively. So in the thesis, I stated that computers have a positive side, which is the beneficial to education, and a negative side when I said affected it negatively. Clear till now?
Yes.
Yes. Did you see how we wrote the thesis statement?
Yes.
Okay. Now I move to the body. Number 2 in Roman, body. The first paragraph, شو قلنا what its name? Its name is A.
A.
The first paragraph is going to talk about the advantages. So, computers are a blessing to school education. Computers are a blessing to school education. Computers have advantages on school education. This is the main idea of paragraph 1. Deal?
Yes.
Okay. What are some of the advantages of computers? They provide students with a lot of information which enriches their knowledge, helps students in doing their homework and projects faster. These two are advantages of computers on education. So I write them in the supporting details. See? In the supporting details. Now I move to paragraph B, which is the second body paragraph. Computers are a curse to school education. Students tend to favor the games they display over studying. Students are distracted from their duties. So, paragraph B means that I am going to talk about computers and that they are a curse to school education. They have negative effects on school education. In the supporting details, I have to tell what are these bad or negative impacts of computers. So students tend to favor games they display over studying, and students are distracted from their duties. These two are the supporting details that we are going to talk about in the body paragraph. Is it clear till now?
Yes.
Yes.
Now we will move to the last part, which is the conclusion. Also, as you can see, we use number 3 in Roman, conclusion.
Yes.
Just a second. Okay, so in the conclusion, we have to restate the thesis statement, but using different words. So as if we're paraphrasing the thesis. What did we state in the thesis? We said that computers have negative impacts on education, as well as beneficial impacts and positive impacts on education. So in the conclusion, we have to state the same information, but using different words. So computers can be a symptom of progress and civilization if they are used in a constructive way. So see the difference? We said that if are used in a constructive way, in a good way, in a building way, they can be a symptom of progress. They can be beneficial. They can be anything you want, they can carry any beneficial impact on education. While they can be calamious and catastrophic, mean disastrous, if they are used in a destructive way. So computers are a sword of two sides. Computers can be a symptom of progress and civilization if they are used in a constructive way, while they can be calamious and catastrophic if they are used in a destructive way. So here, I restated the thesis. I stated the same information mentioned in the thesis statement, but using different words. Clear till now?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Hassan, did you understand what is an outline?
It's not very much.
Okay, when we're going to practice, you will understand more and more, and we're going to practice every now and then, so don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, any question, guys, about the outline, about the prompt, about anything?
No.
Are you
No.
sure? I don't want you tomorrow in the exam to tell me, and later when we do a writing exam, to tell me that we didn't know how to write an outline, same as you did in the midterm exams.
Miss,
I have a question.
tomorrow we have an exam.
Let me talk about tomorrow's quiz. Tomorrow's quiz is about the past simple and past progressive tenses. Okay?
Past simple and past progressive.
Past simple and past progressive. So you study the outline, you study the worksheet which I posted this week. Yes, Zahra.
I just have a question. In the introduction, do we have to write the same introduction that we wrote in the
Yes.
paragraph?
The same thesis that you wrote in the outline should be written in the essay. The same thesis. Same. Let's start with the essay to save time. We still have 8 minutes. I will talk in the last 2 minutes about the quiz for tomorrow. Let's start with the introduction and the first body paragraph. Okay? Done. So we started with the title, of course, as any essay, we have to start with a title. Computer technology, a blessing or a curse. Same title used in the outline, Zahra. You cannot change. Now we start with the first sentence of the essay, of course, which we call a hook. A hook is the first sentence in an essay, and it should be a catchy sentence in which it attracts the reader or motivates the reader to continue reading the essay. So I chose a question hook this time, which says, did you know that the first computer weighed more than 27 tons? And this is a question hook, but at the same time, it carries very interesting information and surprising facts. Now we continue with something called background information. يعني in the introduction we start with a hook, background information, thesis. The background information is when you write an information, but in general about computers. So during the 21st century, computer technology has been progressing in an increasing rate in relation to all the other fields. This is the background information. Now we move to the thesis concerning the educational field. Computer technology has been beneficial to education in several ways, although it affected it negatively in some other ways. This is the thesis statement. And as you can see, same thesis used in the outline. You have to use the same thesis in the outline. Okay? This is the introductory paragraph. Now we move to body 1. Body 1 talks about the advantages of computers on education. So we have to refer to the outline to get the supporting sentences. Of course, we start with the topic sentence, which is the main idea. So on one hand, computers are a blessing to school education, for they provide students with a lot of information which enriches their knowledge. This is the So this is the topic sentence, or this is the main idea. Now we refer to the outline to write the supporting details. They also give them the opportunity of learning useful things via the internet about strange documented stories and historical events. Consequently, computers help students in doing their homework and projects faster, and they also help them prepare their lessons. So this is the way we developed our ideas. Topic sentence, which is the main idea of the paragraph, and the supporting sentences. That's it. Very simple. When you write a correct outline, it would be more than easy to write an essay, to develop an essay. Okay, guys?
Yes.
Clear?
Yeah.
Let's continue. Let's continue to finish the essay today. No, there's nothing, and there's not much to talk about the essay. We're just reading what we developed or what we wrote in an outline. So now we move to the second body. Okay. On the other hand, computers are a curse to school education as they distract students. Now we are talking about the negative impact, or the negative side of computers on education. So on the other hand, computers are a curse to school education as they distract students from their duties by the games they display, which students tend to favor over studying. Moreover, students' grades deteriorate due to this distraction. So students are not doing their tasks, students are not doing their tasks, students' grades are deteriorated, means decreasing due to computers. This is the negative effect. Now we move to the concluding paragraph, to the last paragraph. As you can see, I started with the word to sum up. Why did I start with to sum up? Because this word shows that the paragraph is summarizing the whole text, or the paragraph is, let's say, wrapping up the whole ideas in the text. So to sum up, computers can be a symptom of progress and civilization if they are used in a constructive way, while they can be calamitous and catastrophic if they are used in a destructive way. This is the concluding sentence that we wrote in the outline, remember? So we should control computers and never allow them control us. This is the concluding sentence. This is the concluding paragraph. So very short, very simple. there is no need to write huge essays in order to have meaningful ones. You can write very short essays which are meaningful and which are very rich with information. Is everything clear, Miss? Any
Yes.
questions?
Yes.
Okay, let me tell you something. And we still have the second part of the lecture, which is the grammar part. And today I will record a video. I will explain the first grammar lesson, which is the
Miss, I have a question.
Yes.
Miss, the essay, can part we want to do?
Four paragraphs, Hassan, 4. Okay, so let's move to the grammar part. I will send you a video today explaining the first grammar lesson as a substitution of yesterday's lecture. Tomorrow we will continue the second part of grammar. We will solve the worksheet together and you will do the quiz. Okay, Miss?
Okay.
Thank you
Okay.
all.
Miss, the essay writing tomorrow.
No, Hassan, no. Tomorrow is past simple and past progressive.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye, Miss.